Welcome guys! It's been a while. Welcome to another SCPH replay sent in by the community. This one is gonna be a TVT between Iskaplif and Apex. Starting off though, on the bottom left, we got the Red Terran Iskaplif once again sending in that replay. Thank you so much to him. On the flip side here on the top right, we got Apex. Is he the Apex Predator? Is he the Apex Legend? Is he at the top of the food chain? Or will he just falter? That's gonna be the real question. So our map pool gonna be on New Rapunzel LE. Pretty standard map, bottom left, top right, there you go, crisscross, statue in the middle, and that's the show. So guys, I've been hearing some news that there is gonna be an upcoming StarCraft 2 tournament in the Philippines. I'm really hyped about that one, to check that one out. Honestly, I would love to be able to cast that thing, but it all depends on the organizer, so we'll see what's gonna be coming our way. So in the meantime, Iskaplif gonna be building up that standard wall, and if are you gonna be joining that StarCraft tournament, what could the prize pool be? Who will we actually see in the player pool in the first place? Probably the EXO boys, probably the people sending in the replays. Of course, I would expect maybe Ender and some of the old legends like Jack, so like Nux, that kind of deal. People showing up again to play the StarCraft tournament. And in this time, of course, we are still seeing a few of these community members send him the replays, try to get a little better with a little help from the casting itself. Of course, get some showcase along the way, as Iskaplif and Apex are playing Ring Around Rosie, a pocket full of Posey, two SCVs running around, having a field day, Romeo save me kind of deal, and maybe these two StarCraft lovers finally gonna have each other in each other's embrace. But Iskaplif still running along. He did get an SCV on the inside, so he is gonna get some scouting information, sees how many SCVs are working, double refinery, one marine out and about. Factory now being built here by Apex, so Iskaplif knows exactly where on the tech tree this opponent is. But the Marine now going for the shots. I haven't seen a Reaper from either side as of yet. These two SCVs still chasing each other like it's the 4th of July, like it's a marathon kind of deal. I guess someone's gonna be coming home with the gold, and it looks like it's Iskaplif able to return back to safety. In the meantime, no expansion for either player as of yet. No, Iskaplif! No, the SCV! He tried so hard, he got so far, but in the end, it just didn't matter, because it's gonna be Apex executing that one on the spot. Iskaplif gonna be returning these things in kind. Here comes the firing squad, and the hero of Apex gonna be falling on down. So pretty sad chain of events there for that one SCV from Iskaplif. In the meantime, he is gonna be deciding to defend his potential second base with the bunker. Gonna be putting up an engineering bay as a wall of sorts as well. On the flip side, we are gonna get the same treatment here from Apex. So mirror matchup, and not only in the race but also in the tactics. So many Marines being used, reactor tech into play, double pumping those Marines, gonna get a little bit of an opening. For now though, it does seem like Iskaplif and Apex really do have similar strategies, similar approaches, but in the meantime, Apex a little more in terms of the economy as well as in the force. The bunker now set up, has 4 Marines inside, and here we go with the show. Another barracks here being built by Apex, and he is going to be moving up that technological tree with a starport into play. So it's a 2-1-1 setup right now. Tech Lab this time to get Combat Shield and Stimpack potentially for those Billie Jeans. Iskaplif though setting on up, gonna be saturating his second base as soon as possible. Interesting enough, he is gonna be building up that siege tank. It does go to show that he is playing more of a defensive approach. On the flip side, Orbital Command here set on up as well. Apex now putting up that siege tank, and really, it seems like I'm just inverting colors right now. It's pretty much the same old thing for both players. Iskaplif though a little behind in terms of that army production. He is trying to build up the starport just as of the moment the scan came on out, so it does seem like they know what's be coming their way. But in the meantime, army supply, worker supply quite close. Iskaplif in a pretty unsubstantial lead. Here we go with the scouting. Iskaplif feels like maybe there's another base along the routes to the main. On the flip side, of course, Apex not really caring about scouting. All he did was kill that SCV, then really go on the inside. Let's see what kind of vision he has. Yeah, there you go. He saw the wall, and that was it. It's like, never mind, I'm not even gonna bother. Just expecting the usual stuff behind this. Iskaplif though. Whoa, is this some cheeky tricky approach with the siege tank? So he's gonna run one marine over, who's just gonna die on the spot. Now the low ground siege tank might get spotted here. He's gonna go for the scan instead. There's a good shot. Two marines falling along the wing. The refinery now just gonna get hammered down by the shock cannon, but it seems like it is still gonna be in a good state. Now here comes the movement from Apex. Iskaplif though, knowing when to get on out just in time with the unsiege. And it seems like the Blue Terran gonna be fending this one off and will look for the attack instead. For now though, Iskaplif still staying on the opposite side. The Medivac flying on over with a load. He has 6 marines and a marauder. Is this gonna be a drop on down to chase down these stragglers? There's the shots. Here comes the bulk, and this might be a good fight. But Apex deciding, never mind, I'm just gonna go with thrusters directly into the base. The third base now being built here by Iskaplif, and this is gonna be a Liberator coming our way from Iskaplif. Apex wasting so much time, can be setting on up, but instead the siege down here able to get the shot on the Medivac, getting a little bit of the singe because the marine on the inside absolutely on fire. Now Iskaplif gonna be putting on the hammer down with the Liberators. Here comes the drop from Apex, and that is gonna be the medic ditching all her patients. This isn't the best way for the Geneva Convention, but in the end Iskaplif able to clean that one up. Unfortunately for him, the SCV building up that command center gonna be taken out along the way. But overall, a good defense here from the Red Terran. And what is this? Is this actually going to be coming on out here from the Red Terran? It is going to be a sensor tower queued up. A good investment though with the marines, with the minerals rather, and the gas. So might not be the best time. There's a shot on down to that Medivac. That's going to fall. And we have a missile turret here on the opposite side as well. Now looking at these two players, it seems like they're a little lacking in a few departments. Here you go, just forgetting about refineries like this, building up a random sensor tower in the middle. This, while of course you can see anyone in this circle, your opponent can see this on his minimap as well. So most of the time, people don't really build this in the first place. It's not really the best thing. You can easily circumvent it. It all depends on how you're gonna use it. And what is this? Iskaplif's like, okay, so I know you can just run around that circle. So I'm going to build a second one. So there are 2 circles. This would of mine not going to be inside the ground. And that is going to be him blown up to smithereens. So a number of marines again here for the Red Terran. He's going to go for a patrol. It seems like though both players taking the sweet time. And finally Apex going to be on the prowl. But this might not be the best time to actually attack, because the sensor towers did just come on up. And Iskaplif is really ready for any kind of engagement. He's already set on up with the siege tank. The Liberator going to be out in front. He might need to repair that thing though, and here we go with the brawl. Here comes the shots. The Medivac's not getting any value whatsoever. The siege tanks all the way on the opposite side, doing no damage whatsoever as well. And yeah, Apex, pretty sloppy with the execution. He's not gonna try to slowly but surely go for a creeping barrage, trying to get the shots on out. We have a Cyclone here to try and play Hot Wheels, and the Liberator gonna set up some freedom. Now the Medivac's healing up those 4 marines. And the Liberator versus 4 marines, not the best kind of engagement here for Apex. Again, here comes the run on in from Iskaplif. A little sloppy with those marines. Oh no! He loses one of the Liberators. Was getting so much value out of that one with that small mismatch there. But for now, the Red Terran still staying on the opposite side. Here comes the Liberator now with a quick little thruster in. Trying to get some ground. And what is this? We have one SCV here from Iskaplif trying to play sneaky. It's on the low ground, and the last time we saw something like this, you can hide a few units, but it is going to get spotted from that potential expansion. Now finally, we are going to get some upgrades with the infantry. It is going to be combat shield as well here for the Red Terran. And now it seems like SimCity is in full force as we are getting a medley of buildings here from Iskaplif. On the flip side, Apex looking to get his 3rd, looking to get his 4th, a simultaneous expansion. Interesting approach here from the Blue Terran. That does mean he is going to have to invest in workers for the next 2 to 3 minutes if he wants to saturate this one out. So for now, Iskaplif might have a good opportunity to strike. He has recently just fended off the Blue Terran's attack, but it seems like Apex was a little hesitant on that, so Iskaplif might be thinking, okay, that wasn't more of an all in there, that was still just a quick little poke, so I'm going to be hanging back instead. It might also be just a little bit of their passive play showing up. But overall, if you know that your opponent just failed an attack and isn't really sending in a reinforcement wave, you can look around. Maybe a drop, maybe a little harassment might work out in your favor. And look at this. These two SCVs were left all alone by the command centers they were building up. And now, it's time for Apex to press that S button, smash it down, build up all the workers he can queue up, and use those minerals wisely. So this might be the hush before the storm, a little bit of a calm, a little bit of a reprieve for either side. I mean, look, in human history, it's been a long, bloody affair. You have so many conflicts every single day, every single moment, year, decade, whatsoever. But maybe, just maybe, a little peace might help out in finding our purpose in life, in the stars. But never mind, who cares? We're in Vichikip. We're just gonna see these two armies try to clash as the Vikings are leading the charge. Good ball here from Apex this time. The Medivacs though a little away from the Marines, not gonna get too much value. The Vikings now with the missiles and that scouting force from Iskaplif. And what's this? It's a very scattered attack here from Iskaplif. He's looking for a pincer, not just from one angle, not just from two, but from 3, maybe even 4 approaches along the way. Apex though, with the concentration in the middle, gonna be able to set up the siege tanks first. And it's a bad fight here for the Red Terran, because Apex is just looking at those Marines like dinner. Interesting enough though, Iskaplif has built up a 3rd sensor tower, and Apex, not one to be left behind, has his own circle ready to go. So now the Liberator gonna set on up again, and this time it is gonna be Apex trying to take down the sensor tower away from the circle. Less red dots on the screen of Iskaplif, but he does know where his opponent is. Some healing onto the Medivacs, from the Medivacs rather, onto the Marine and the Marauder. Here comes the engagement right now, a little push, but Apex again in position with those siege tanks. And this game has been decided by siege tank placement all throughout the past 12 minutes. And Iskaplif still falling for the same old trick. He knows he can't run on those Marines in, because look at that, the siege tanks creeping slowly but surely. They're like a Zerg. It's just like creep going the way of the Red Terran, but this time it's gonna be shock cannons running ablazing. The Vikings though providing some vision. The Marines deciding not to mess with those. The missile turret though in position, and here comes the shots. Apex gonna be grouping them all up and trying to back them down. So while we're watching this, it's just both players again showing how passive they can be. Good on them though that they are producing in the back, but look at that, the rally points aren't there, so Apex not gonna get a reinforcement wave after this one. He has shown he is very hesitant with these attacks. He doesn't know if he wants to fully commit or not, and Iskaplif is given enough space to actually potentially set up a proper defense. So for now, the Liberator getting shot around. He can switch those modes to get the cluster missiles instead. A lot old Vikings, a lot of old Valkyries rather. Pretty much the same thing in terms of mythology. But in the meantime, Liberator's now on the right hand side. Might go for a quick little poke on the economy. How many workers does Apex have? He's still behind. Somehow, on 4 base, still behind, hasn't maxed out, hasn't fully saturated his resources. And the Marines just overextending their reach again. Gonna get torn apart by the shotgun. Now, how many kills does this thing have? 17. Ridiculous stuff. But Iskaplif though in the lead in terms of the upgrades. He even has ship weapons upgrades. Gonna be more potent with those Liberators, who are now gonna be setting up some freedom against the Worker Revolution, against the ones who harvest the minerals. No missile turrets whatsoever. And these Liberators gonna have a field day. Look at this. Apex doesn't know where to actually focus down. He's not mining his SCVs. He's not mining his army. And this is just gonna be concentration out the window here for Apex. This is just painful to watch right now as the Vikings running on over. This time gonna get torn apart by the Marines, by the Vikings, by the Liberators. That one siege tank just overextending again. And from what happened there? From around 40 something to 17, 20 plus workers have been lost, and Apex now in desperation mode trying to get the attack done. Iskaplif though in position, given how many minutes to put this right up. Come on. So sometimes when you have a big Lego thing, and there's a GG right there, when you have a big Lego thing and sure, you can build it casually over the week, over the month. You'll have a cool little Ferris wheel, you'll have a cool little city. Sure, but if you're given a time limit, then your city's not gonna be the best one. a building might be misplaced, you're gonna use the wrong color somewhere, something's not gonna be set up, and that is just pretty much what happened in this game. Iskaplif, able to play SimCity, able to have a wall foundation with an army on the outside for what? 3-4 minutes, even got to go for the poke, and Apex nowhere to be seen in this whole game. He wasn't paying attention to his workers, wasn't paying attention to his army, just random in, just died, and that is gonna be Iskaplif taking the victory with a little more proactive play coming from the Red Terran, but overall, Apex not really showing that he is at the top of the food chain. A little more work on where he wants to focus down on. So many mistakes there that he could have capitalized on, but in the end, it's the Blue Terran faltering. So again, thank you to Iskaplif for sending in the replay. I hope to see you guys in a future StarCraft 2 tournament. Who knows if I'm going to be involved in that or not. I mean, if you guys want to send the organizer a quick little message or two your way, give me suggesting a boy, that'll be really cool. But thank you guys for tuning on in. I was away in Japan for a while, but now I'm back, so we are back to our regularly scheduled content, and I'll see you guys in the next one. If you want to send in a replay, especially before the tournament starts, send it over at gamesarepool@gmail.com. Again, gamesarepool, POOL, @gmail.com.